Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Kirsten's Cove. It has been a minute, and I am so sorry about that. The interview that you are about to watch was actually filmed almost a year ago, but then life lifed. But it is coming out now just in time for EpicCon's Savannah convention instead of just right after their June wedding. So we are just gonna go with it. The interview is with a friend of mine, Nikki. You might know her as tvdtale. She is wonderful. You see her a lot at EpicCon conventions or creation conventions, pretty much anything to do with Vampire Diaries or Teen Wolf. I am just, you know what? I'm just gonna let her tell you about herself. Let's go. Hi. So I have kind of introduced you already, but to start off, do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
So my name's Nicole. Some people might know me from the Color Crazy podcast where I had you on there. Yeah, I mean, I go to conventions and I feel like that's how I meet a lot of these people, like my friends, like Sam, you. And yeah, I mean, I work full time. I work at a courthouse, so I have a degree in criminal justice, so I love that. I also like the aspect of going to conventions and seeing the crazy fans and the psychology behind that. So I think that's kind of why I got into that, plus my favorite shows. But yeah, I mean, I have little 2 miniature dachshunds that I love, Miley and Peanut. But yeah, that sums me up, I feel.
That's a great, vast, chaotic summary. I love it.
In a nutshell.
So you mentioned a couple like that you are a fan of shows. What are your top like shows or your top fandoms?
I mean, I feel like I have to say the Vampire Diaries. I will also say Pretty Little Liars is might be like number one now, I feel.
Oh,
I They're two different types of shows, you know? So it's I love Vampire Diaries, but I also feel like I've seen it so many times where Pretty Little Liars, it's like I haven't seen it in a little bit, so it's like a newer show to me at the same time, you know? Whereas like Vampire Diaries, you kind of know what happens over and over and over. And then I would say Teen Wolf is another one. I have like little shows that I like too, but those are like the bigger ones.
those are fantastic. Big three.
Yeah.
Oh, so have you seen the spin-off, the original Sin with Pretty Little Liars, like the new spin-off?
Oh, yes. Oh my God. I've been waiting to talk about that with someone.
I haven't seen the season yet.
Oh my God.
Because I knew that I'd be super excited with it, so I'm just waiting till it's all out so I can binge it.
Yeah, it sucks waiting every week for one.
I knew that I'd be like, I can't do this. And so I was like, you know what?
I
I'm just not gonna start it.
I wanted to wait, but I was afraid I would see a spoiler first, so I was just like, I gotta watch it.
That's fair. That
Yeah.
is very fair. So what started or like what inspired you to kind of jump into starting a fan page? Because you had the TVD Ale, TVD Dale. I don't know how you
TBD
pronounce your,
tail.
your username. It's
You're
gonna
just
be down
TBD
below.
tail. Um,
And a podcast. Like you've kind of like jumped uh into the deep end with fan stuff, which is fantastic, and I'm obsessed with it. But what inspired that?
so me and Sam feel like around a year ago last year, like February, we were kind of like dabbling into like a podcast, and it wasn't really supposed to be initially about like a TV show. She said that she wanted to do one about mental health, and I said like, oh, like I wanted to do a podcast, but I also didn't know what audience to target right now. And we kind of were like, okay, well, like we met at like a Vampire Diaries convention, and we go to one at least one or two a year. So we're like, okay, like let's just target that audience because like that's how we know each other, and I'm sure we could make a lot more friends. And also, I feel like Epic was so new at the time that we were meeting all new people, new celebrities and stuff. So we just thought it was like why not just do a podcast about all of our shows and stuff that we like? And I guess it's more like focusing on like celebrities. It doesn't have to be like a TV show. Like we met Matt Rife, we would include that, Millie Bobby Brown. Like so anyone that's like, famous, quote unquote, say. So we just thought like we have so much in common with that. We can meet so many other people like that. So that's kind of how that started. And then my personal like tvdtale fan page was kind of like I I don't like posting my photo ops all the time on my personal pages because nobody like cares or like doesn't watch the shows and I just see like an obsessive fan. So I was like, oh, let me just make like an account specifically for my photos where like everyone else does like the same thing and I can meet the same people that like I can meet up with eventually. And that's honestly what happened. Like for June wedding, I met 8 other girls through that account. Never met them except for I think one of them, and I met them all in June wedding. So that was pretty cool to have. So it's like a different audience to target.
That's that's amazing. I love that. And that kind of leads us right into the next question of please tell us about June wedding. For anyone who doesn't know, Epic Cons just had their Epic June wedding, which was of course inspired by Stefan and Caroline's wedding. I was not able to go to this one, but did I follow along obsessively on social media? Yes. So
How could you not?
I know. I was sitting at work and I was just like, oh my gosh. So please tell us all about June wedding. Oh, you can break it down if you need to, but that's literally what
Yeah,
my
let's
next was.
break it down because I don't even know where to start for that. There's so much that happened.
Yes. So first, um, I guess we'll kind of also it'll be a little bit of like con advice too. You what got there early, right? You didn't because the
Yeah.
con is from Friday to Sunday. You got there a little bit early. Did you go to any of the like pre-events that they had?
No, I did not.
Okay, that's also like that's really okay. There was so much going on this weekend. That
Yeah,
makes
I got there Wednesday.
okay.
So I went to Myrtle Beach prior, so it was kind of like a shorter trip essentially. So to get to Covington from PA, it's about almost 13 hours. So we were like, let's go to Myrtle Beach. That's 9, and then we only have 5 hours for Wednesday, but we went like Sunday, so we had like a mini vacation. And then luckily, I saw the Salvatore 1864 house, which is also the Michelson's plantation house. And it was on the way in Madison, Georgia. So I was like, we have to stop there. So I started off my Wednesday literally sightseeing the crap out of it because when I went in December, I really didn't have time to do it. I had my boyfriend drive me all over Wednesday.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Did you do a photo shoot this time? I know that you did one with
I
pastels.
did. I did one with Caitlin, the owner of Caroline's house. I did that Sunday night, right
Oh,
after the con.
okay, I'm really excited to see those photos.
Me too, because the sun was in my eyes, so I'm hoping they look okay.
Oh, I'm sure that'll be fantastic. All right, so you go sightseeing on Wednesday. Thursday was early check-in. Did you do
I
anything
actually
on
checked
Wednesday?
in Wednesday.
Oh, you did. Oh, I forgot that they added Wednesday as an early check-in day this year.
Yeah. So I checked in on Wednesday, spent too much money on merchandise, and then I got stuff from Emma Hayes. I love the stuff. Um, and then Thursday, I kind of just hung out with my friends that I up with. We did Wednesday night. We did like a birthday dinner for my one friend, and then we were able to go on to the Mystic Grill roof and take some photos there. So that was exciting.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. And then Thursday, we kind of just did more sightseeing. We went to Conyers and then we went to Wickory Bridge, which I'm really excited about. That was so exciting because there was a group of us. I think there was 5 of us, and so we would literally rotate super fast because every time there was a car coming, we had to run in, run out, run in. It was dangerous, but it was really exciting.
I'm glad that you didn't go alone and that like you had a group of people to like help
Oh
keep you
yeah,
safe. Also for anyone else that is watching that does not know, Wickory Bridge is in fact a real road where cars are driving on, and it is very not like frowned against, but like if you are gonna go, like make sure you are doing it as safe as
properly.
possible because these people are like live there and don't care that it's a set piece or like that it was
Yeah.
on a show. So just for anyone knowing that Wickory Bridge does in fact exist, please be careful if you want to go see it, please.
Yes. Yes.
What else did you get to see? Like, um,
So we went to Conyers. We're like filmed in the Southwest. So we saw Russo's and we saw the carousel. I think that was in the prison world, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
So we saw that. And then we kind of just did like Elena's house, Caroline's house, and the Lockwood Mansion house. So we didn't really do too much, but
Oh,
yeah.
that sounds like a wonderful day. All right, so then
Yeah.
Friday of the con,
Yes.
I don't even like. Did you get to go to panels? Who did you see on Friday? Or like, because I know that you got quite a few
Okay.
op, or you did some ops.
I have my list, so I wouldn't forget anyone. So
Fantastic.
Friday, my first thing I did was Phoebe's meet and greet.
Oh, how was?
Yes. I love Phoebe from H2O. I loved her in that. So seeing her on Vampire Diaries and on the originals was great, especially with Claire.
Oh
Like
my.
that was so iconic to me. So I had Phoebe's meet and greet. That was about, I feel like about like 50-ish minutes. She came a little late. Um, it was just at local, and we did like a meet and greet where it was like pastries and coffee, nothing like too crazy. But she was great. Her laugh is so cute. Like she does the awkward like laugh when she's like waiting for a question, but she's great. She's very talkative.
Oh,
Yeah, she definitely tries to break the silence a lot.
oh, she
Yeah.
seems like the most just like precious, sweet human.
Oh yeah, she was talking about she was just like asking people like what shows should she watch because she loves staying home and watching TV. She
It's like
said
you're
she
just
went
like
to
us.
yeah, yeah. She was like if I laid in my bed at 5 p.m. I'd be in there all night watching shows. So she tries to go to bed like in her bedroom late.
That's amazing. Oh my
Yeah,
god, I love
she's
her.
so nice. I know. She's so pretty. I don't really remember too much that she said in the meet and greet. I was like so zoned out just staring at her.
That's that's fair. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. It kind of bothers me now. But she was great. And then I went right into my H2O duo with Claire and Phoebe right after that. Yeah, Claire was so cute. My friend had Claire's meet and greet, and of course, Claire was hilarious.
Claire's always hilarious. I saw
I
videos
know.
from her meet and greet with Daniel, or not her
Mm-hmm.
meet
Oh,
and
yeah,
greet,
yeah, yeah.
with Daniel.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the one TikTok where they asked her like how I don't know like how she felt or like how she prepared for the Damon and her scene?
Yeah, she's like, it's just another day at work, babes. I
Cracks me up.
died. I was like, oh Claire, I love you.
They were great. That was I knew when Claire got announced right after December convention. I was like, oh, this is gonna be the con where Phoebe goes. Like, if I don't get the H2O one, I'm gonna be so upset. That was like the only one that I cared about, and that sold out really fast. I got it, obviously, but it sold out really fast. It was so stressful.
I'm glad you were able to get it. So who else
Yeah.
on Friday did you see? Or was that your Friday?
I, what was that?
I said, or was that your Friday? Just the meet and greet and the H2O.
Oh, I had a lot. I met Persha. She was like a model, so sweet. I had Joseph Morgan's photo op. He was great.
I'm so jealous.
I Uh, he's got his accent so cute in person. The like him talking on like Instagram and stuff is doesn't do it justice. I swear.
The did you see the video with Addie? His
Yes, the
his,
outfit of
his
the day.
outfit of it. What's that? He's so just like
I
golden
know.
retriever, which is the
I
complete
know.
opposite of Klaus.
He's so cute in person. Um, I did a Danielle Campbell selfie and autograph, and she was sweet. She's so
Oh,
cute.
she's so lit.
Um,
She's
she's
just
so tiny,
she's so
but
fun.
she like because I know her from Starstruck, and
So
so
me
that's
too.
why I liked her. So that was cool to see. I did the brothers op with Ian, Paul, Joseph, and Daniel, and that was an experience. So I wore like a like a bandana kind of looking shirt where it's like a V. So, and I didn't realize that like with a fan it would fly up. Like I wasn't even thinking of that. And there were so many fans going on that I took the photo and my shirt flew up. So Ian thought the first photo caught my thing flying up. And so he was like, "Oh, like let's retake it." And so we're like trying to retake it, and it just keeps blowing up. So he's like trying to like hold it down for me, and then he like just moved all the fans for me. I was like, I was so like, oh my god, Ian just helped me. He like tried to hold my shirt down for me. So I got two pictures, and they actually both look good. So I got lucky.
That's amazing. Ian seems like such a sweetheart.
Oh yeah, he is. He is. He was
Oh,
like the only one that was trying to help me.
oh, he like
Yeah.
very much seems like he just like cares
I
so.
also think because he has a daughter too, that it's like, oh, I wouldn't want my daughter's shirt to fly up. So he's like trying to like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Well, doesn't Daniel have a daughter too?
Yeah, Daniel was like, all right, next, pretty much. Like he tried to push me out. I'm like, no, Ian told me to stay.
I feel like Daniel sometimes during because I had a photo op with Daniel last April. I feel like during photo ops, he just kind of like zone or
Oh yeah,
he's just like, all right,
he
let's.
tries to like push you out
Yep.
on your back.
He's like a all right, we're let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go kind of
Oh
person.
yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh,
I won't take it personal though.
yeah, I think it's a very common like what he does, but that's really sweet that I almost said
I
Damon
know.
Ian.
Same person.
We almost just went character names there. All right, who did you get to see anybody else on Friday?
Yeah, I did another solos for Phoebe and Claire, and then I had Riley's meet and greet at the Mystic Grill. She was
Oh
great.
my gosh, I love her. I'm obsessed with her.
She's great. She was telling us about how they put like the corn syrup, like the dye and stuff when you like when they bleed for the witches. And she said that you would like literally have to like push up your nose, hold it back, and then like it would go through all your sinuses and stuff. Like it would, yeah. Like she said, you have to like hold it in your ear, like tip your ear over, and then when they say action, then you let it fall out. But like at that point, it's already in you. Yeah, like I feel like it's so bad for you, but they do it all the time.
Oh,
I
I hate that.
I know. I know. I thought that was very interesting because I feel like I would like suffocate.
Yeah, that's. I hope it's just like a we're gonna do this in like one take and done.
Yeah.
Oh, could you imagine having to do multiple takes of that?
There was one scene that she said, I forget what the scene was. I think it was Haley in the show. Haley did like it was in the rain. It was Haley, maybe Elijah and Haley. They were doing like in the rain scene, and she said that they didn't get any of the audio, so Phoebe had to like record herself, and like it. I would have never known because whatever scene it is, it's perfectly matched up to their lips. So I'm dying to see that scene, but she said that scene was completely like audio was separate from like the actual take because you couldn't hear it over the rain.
Oh wow.
I know, like I can't wait to see that because I would have never known that.
Curious. I'm currently watching the originals right now, so
Me
I'm
too. I restarted it right after this ended.
oh amazing. Yeah, so I'm curious what it was or what it is. I'm keeping an eye out for that one.
Oh yeah,
I
me
love
too.
finding out the like little things like that of
Yeah,
it's like the almost like the movie magic that happens with it.
right.
Right. Did you
So
go to any of the events on Friday?
I did Addie's event Friday night.
Nice. How was it?
That was good. We went to Caroline's house. That was exciting. They did like I think it was like a Shirley Temple thing, but it was like red something in like a syringe, kind of like blood. So you like put it in your drink. That was kind of cool. And then we just like did photos outside on the porch, inside and stuff like that, recreate Caroline stuff. That was
Oh,
fun.
that sounds like fun.
Yeah, Addie's really sweet.
Aw.
Yeah,
I
you can
haven't
tell
gotten
she's nervous, but she's sweet.
Aw. Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to meet her before. I just kind of see her running around at
Oh
the
yeah,
club.
she's always running around.
All right, so Saturday. Did you have as many ops on Saturday, or were they all kind of loaded on Friday?
I'm, listen, I will do a lot every day, so I have a good bit.
Sounds good. Let's go through them.
So I did Ian solo. I couldn't not do it. Um, that was good. That was great. I asked him for a hug in the photo and like he was like rubbing my back when he did it and like I fell in love again.
Oh.
Yeah, that was cute. And then I did Daniel and Phoebe duo because Haley and Elijah. So the camera stopped working when I was doing that photo. So they got one photo that was like all of us like slipping, like it was bad. And then the camera broke. So I was just literally standing there and Phoebe was like, "Oh, like so how are you today?" Like trying to like talk to me cuz she like felt weird like cuz we're just standing there. And like Daniel just kept apologizing like, "I'm so sorry this is happening." Like, I don't mind.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, this is fine.
Like, go for it. Like, break all the camera. That's fine. So that was cool interaction. And like, I already saw Phoebe the day before, but like the fact that they were like talkative and not like just kind of ignoring me, that was cool. I did a Kayla selfie, Vicky. She's the sweetest person. She's probably right up there with Riley. She is so sweet. Like this was my first time wearing a dress to any convention I have ever done because it just got to the point where it was just so hot out and she like complimented me like immediately loved my dress. I was like, "Oh, like I never wore one, so thank you." And she's like, "Oh my god, you look really good in it." And I did a like a screen recording of that, so I got that on tape. That was really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
And yeah, she's great. I would recommend that one, especially a selfie because she's very talkative.
oh good.
Yeah. And then I did Ian and Matt Davis duo, a Lark and Demon. My dress flew up on that one as well, so Ian had to help me again. And I
Probably like,
even,
what is this girl doing?
yeah, I think by the third day, he like probably hated me because it happened again. But yeah, I even on that day, I told the volunteer, like, hey, like, do you think my dress will be okay? And she's like, oh, like, I'll move the one fan. So she moved the one fan, but the other fan caught me still. So Ian was like, oh, let me go do the other fan. But I think he thinks I'm doing it on purpose.
Oh.
um, yeah, so that was interesting. I met Melise, Anna. She was great. She was cute, of course. I don't want to say that she surprised me the most, but she definitely seemed like she wanted to be there, which was always good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sad that she wasn't able to come. I think it was December that she was supposed to be there.
I think it was the one before December.
Was it last April? They
Yeah, I
kind of
think
went
so, because
together.
she got announced when I wasn't going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that would
Yeah.
have been last April then. And I
Yeah.
was really sad then when she wasn't able to come. So I'm happy that she was finally able to make
I
it.
know. And that was it for that day. And then we did the Chord Over Street concert with the Hold On song in Covington by the clock tower. That
I
was so
100%
crazy.
watched the lives of that.
Yeah, it was awesome. Kayla introduced him, which was so cool because Kayla then hung up at I think I don't know if it was local or Social Goat, the balcony above, and she was just hanging out there and like waving to everyone. It was so cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that she just kind of like still kind of chilled with everybody for the concert. It was just like, I like music, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. And I think Malarkey was up there, his wife 19 was up there, and a few others because they were getting ready for the comedy show that was at Social Goat that night. So they were up there. You couldn't tell it was them because they had like their wigs on ready to go. So like you couldn't really see it was them until somebody posted it.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah, I'm like, like, cause I'm blind as it is. So I'm like, squint. I'm like, who has like that much hair on their head? Like, I don't know who that is. And like, everyone's freaking out. I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Oh my gosh. All right, so then Sunday.
Yes, I started my Sunday off with Allison's meet and greet, who played Georgie. She was on Drake and Josh,
Oh,
Mindy.
I know who else. I love Allison. I'm
Ah,
so, oh, she's so funny.
I loved her in Drake and Josh.
Did she
It's
get
funny
a
because what?
did she get a lot of questions about Drake and Josh versus like the Vampire
Actually,
Diaries?
no. Drake and Josh only came up once.
Wow.
I know. Somebody, she was like talking about something else, like other shows that she did, and then somebody said something about Drake and Josh. I forget what the question was, but she said, "You know what's actually funny? I was only on that show for like seven-ish episodes for like not that long on each episode, and everyone like loves me from that show." And that's kind of funny because like it's only 7 episodes, and it's not like she's in it the entire episode. She's like in it for like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and she's so known for that. But she, you know what, she was telling us about how when she came onto the show, Vampire Diaries, that she didn't have any scenes with Ian or anything, and she spent most of her time with Matt. But she said that Ian went out of his way to come to her dresser to like introduce himself and like make sure that she felt comfortable on set. And she said, you know, I wouldn't have cared like if he didn't do that because like I never saw him, but the fact that he like went out of his way, it, like you know, makes it show that like the way that she worded it was that Ian really cared about Vampire Diaries and really wanted like a someone like coming on to the new like the set, like a new person, takes it as serious as the rest of the main cast, and they don't want just like you know like a random person not really caring. So she says she could really appreciate it and really like love the fact that Ian loved the show so much that he was like trying to protect it.
Oh,
I know.
that's my
I
heart.
know.
Oh my gosh.
It like to me that was like okay, well, Ian being nice like in front of us isn't just an act. Like he's that behind closed like doors as well, which makes it even better.
That's just really precious. I have heard a lot of like really good stories. So when I went in December, I focused more on panels than I did on ops. Um,
Yeah.
and multiple people told stories about Ian just being really sweet and like going and introducing himself and like making sure they were okay and like being protective
Yeah.
of them and like Ian, I know you never see this, but you're really sweet and thank you. We love those stories. It's better than like the other stories that you hear about behind closed doors of
Yeah.
like, oh, oh.
Right, right. No, I get what you mean. But yeah, Ian's just as nice behind closed doors. It's a fact.
So what else happened on Sunday? I feel like we're gonna hear Anne's name come up if another dress mishap
Yeah.
happened.
I met Leah real fast. Cammy.
Oh,
She was sweet. And then I had the benzo. I don't know how, if you refer to them as benzo as well, but that's what I can pronounce. So, Bonnie and Enzo, Kat and Malarkey, and that was a good one. Really enjoyed that one. I will say I've seen a lot of photos from that day, and I've never seen Malarkey as loose and like fun as he was with Kat. Like it was crazy. You're lucky if you get a smile from him on any other convention like Creation. This one he was doing like butts out and everything. It was crazy.
he was like photobombing people. He was like
Yeah.
he was having the time of his life. I have 100% seen them, and I was just like, he and Kat just like bounce off each other with energies. Like they just like
Oh
feed
yeah.
off of each other, and it was so cool to see all
Oh
like
yeah.
of it.
Yeah, it was great to see him like that. And then I did a selfie with Sean Ferris. I liked him on Pretty Little Liars, so I had to do that one.
Of course.
He was great. I did I just only did a selfie, and he was like, "Oh, like, hey, what's your name?" I'm like, "Nicole." And he was like, "My name's Sean." He was like, "So I'm just gonna like snap some photos, and like if you want to get weird, just let me know and we'll get weird. He was great.
What a
Yeah,
good
he was great. He seemed like he was having a good time. So that was because it's Sunday. It was end of the day, so I feel like some people feel like they're burned out by them, but he was good.
He was still running, still had steam.
Still running strong. And then I did the Prison World, and that was good. Um, I feel like in my Malarkey and Cat duo, Cat wasn't really like talkative. Like she like I don't know, she didn't seem as energetic as like how people would describe her. And then when I did the Prison World, I feel like she got like a second wind kind of. Okay, so yeah, so Prison World was okay. She did like I had a sweater on and her arm went in like my sweater. She was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." I was like, "Oh, like I don't mind, like don't worry about it." And she like started laughing because I was like, "Oh, like I don't care, keep it in there." That was kind of funny, but
That's hilarious.
yeah. So that stuff goes fast. And then I did Trevino and Zach duo with my friend Caitlin. She was a volunteer as well. That was fun. That was fast as normal. Yeah, it was. Zach isn't like my favorite, but he's always nice to like talk to. He's like nice and stuff.
Yeah.
And Trevino, everyone loves Trevino, so there's that.
Um, of like sometimes like if you like don't have like the best like interaction with them, whether it's like they're tired or whatever, like not always on them, but like if it doesn't like something like doesn't feel right, it's just like yeah, like they're probably not gonna remember. But are you? Yes.
Yeah, yeah. No,
um,
I definitely felt that way a few times.
oh yeah, it's just a weird like it's kind of like that saying of like other people aren't gonna or it's not the worst of your life, but just like you're always gonna remember something when someone else thinks that's completely normal, but like you always know that. I mean, yeah, I that's a weird one. It's odd to be like, oh, that interaction didn't go the way I wanted, and now I'm probably gonna think about this all the time, and it feels weird. And please don't hate me, and please, if I see you at the next convention, please forget that that happened.
I totally agree. I feel like I definitely felt like a little like personally like oh like I'm probably annoying him with my stuff flying up. Like I definitely try to like I tried on like 20 different outfits to prevent X, Y, and Z, but at that point like I didn't want to be sweating in jeans. I was like, all right, I need to do another dress. I did have shorts under it, but that still didn't like stop it. But like I just got to the point where it's like I'm probably just really in my head about it, and he probably has no recollection of what happened. So I'm not gonna take it personal and try and like ruin it, even though like that's how I felt in the moment. But like next time I see him, he probably is not gonna to remember me anyway. So I'll have a redo.
There you go. Yeah. One of the benefits about them seeing hundreds or if not thousands of people a day is they probably won't remember.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, so on Sunday, did you get to do anything else?
I did Kaylee's solo. She was great. She's so sweet. I really liked her in December, so I had to get like a solo with her. And then I did Scarlett and Teresa duo because I I know a lot of people didn't like them in that season, but I personally really liked them and I think they were just so great in December. Especially Teresa, like she was like obsessed. Like the way that she posts about Epic, like it just I love it. Like I'm here for it and I want to meet you again because you're so into it.
Yes, I
Ugh.
loved them. The way that I wished that I could have just like sat and asked them questions because did you get to see their panel at all?
I really didn't see any panels.
That's okay. So last December they had a panel with Chris Wood and I asked Chris a question, which I thought was a really good question. He laughed at. It was great. One of those feelings is like, I made you laugh. Yay. Um,
Oh,
but the way that I would like also had like questions for them that was like, if people don't keep going up, like I'm going up and asking it, like the way that I want to just like sit and ask you all questions because
right,
you're so
exactly.
cool. Oh my gosh.
I love that he came back for not 1 day, but 2 days this time.
yeah,
I
they
love
kept,
that.
yeah, and I was really happy that like he allowed them to like keep adding stuff last December too. That like he was just like, yeah,
Hmm.
let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah, he was great. Yeah, I guess I wasn't like in December, I wasn't like too excited for him. Like I didn't care for Kai. Like I didn't see the appeal or anything. Like
Oh,
I just
I
did not
hate Kai with
care.
my whole heart, my whole being. Hate him.
I like didn't like I just didn't care for him. Like it was just like kind of like how people feel about the sirens. Like I like Kai, but I just didn't like care. Whereas like the sirens, like I like actually really like the sirens. Unpopular opinion, but I really like them.
I like them too. I think the villains, besides the Travelers, I think the Travelers was the only like big villain that I wasn't,
Yes. Yes.
that it just went on a
That's
little too long for me. Like that was my only. Otherwise, other than that, like I really appreciated the villains. I like how they were written. I like how complex they were. That they all had like
mm-hmm.
they weren't a villain just to be a villain. It was like actual reasons to be a villain, I guess.
Right. Like you had like people didn't like the heretics, Reina Cruz, and then the sirens. Whereas like I feel like the travelers would be number one that I did not like out of all them.
I feel
All
like
the other ones, go ahead.
I feel like the Travelers is easily forgettable because it wasn't just like
Yeah.
one. Besides like the Marco, like
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I agree.
Meh. Meh. That's
I
hard.
like that we're on the same page though.
Yeah, me too.
Not
Yeah.
many people are.
No, I liked the Heretics. I thought it was like a really like unique thing. I loved. I cannot remember what their names are, but Scarlet and um
Teresa.
Teresa. Thank you. Sorry, there's so many names like
Um,
trying to like go through my head of like what their character names were. Um,
Mary Louise and Nora
yep. Um,
and Valerie.
I loved them. I thought they were a
Yeah.
fantastic addition. Wasn't like the biggest fan of
I
Lori, but like other than I liked everybody else.
I like the ending of their story where they wanted to be together, so they just blew up
Yep.
the sword. Like I loved that. That was like such a great scene. Like the music behind it, like all of it was great. And like I know people don't care, but like, it's like I really thought it was a great scene.
Yeah, it was. It was a good. It was. That whole like that whole like sequence of everybody just kind of blowing themselves up to save who they love and
Exactly.
oh yeah, that was fantastic. Okay,
So
so
yeah.
that was epic, or like that was Epic June Wedding.
Mhm.
So now that you've done, I've seen that like you've gone to like a couple different conventions. So what are kind of like the pros and cons of going to kind of a smaller one like Epic versus Creation, or like what are like kind of like the pros of going to a smaller one, and what are the pros of going to like a bigger one of with like Creation?
I would say creation's smaller.
Is it?
Yeah, I like if we're talking about like the amount of how many attendees are, or like overall company wise.
Kind of company like I know that it's probably not as many like attendees. Do you mean like
Yeah,
people actually like going or like celebrities
yeah,
being there?
like us.
Okay, so yeah, like I assumed that it was kind of like roughly the same amount of attendees, but there's less stars. But like Creation is so big and so organized and like not that Epic is getting better with the organization. Epic, please don't think that that was a slight at you. You guys are great. Um, like, but they are so big. Like Creation itself is so big and so wide known in like multiple different cities and things like that. That like that's why I kind of classified it as like a bigger convention because it doesn't
Yeah,
seem the same as Epic.
I guess for me, when I think of big, I think of like, okay, like I'm going to creation next weekend, but if I'm talking about like what I did last year, my big convention, I would say like money wise is definitely epic. Like that is like my big thing of the year. Whereas like creations like it's not really stressful. Like you go to the hotel, it's normally at the same place. You walk downstairs and there's maybe a max of like 6 people a day and it's all one photo booth. So it's like things can't overlap. And they try to do like photo ops in the morning, then autographs after, so that way you can have your photo printed and then get that signed. So not a lot of things overlap. So like it's big as a company, but the convention itself I feel like is more for a beginner, I would say. Whereas Epic is like if you want to be stressed out, you should go to Epic. Cuz like I mean, you can't I definitely was like trying not to overdo it this time. Like I didn't want to have too many things, but this is definitely a convention where it's like you're going to get the people that you probably haven't met before and you might not meet them ever again. So you kind of have to like buy a ticket if you can for that person because when will you get the chance again? Now I feel like they've gotten Nina now 3 times, so I feel like anyone will be possible again now. So it's not like as hyped as it was prior. But it's still a good thing that they have people wanting to come back, which were hard to get. So like that's really cool. But I feel like Epic, the overall like thing for me is like the fact that it's not at a hotel and the lines are kind of like outside. There's a lot more stressors than it would be at a creation convention because you can just you got like an hour to kill. You can go right up to your room and sit there.
Fair enough.
Whereas like yeah, whereas like you're standing in line for 40 minutes outside in the heat. I will never do one in June ever again. Never.
Fair. I was a little worried. That was kind of it helped me make my decision of like I am not going to spend money to go do this because I don't want to go in June. I struggled in April, like
Yeah.
June's
Yeah,
kind of full.
I'm if I would love to go back, but I'm like so tapped out with money right now from that convention and I would like to go in November for like the spooky themed one. So I that one I'm definitely would like to do.
Um, is it but like with Epic, like having like so many people and also being in Covington, does that kind of help balance out like the with like the price? Because creation normally is just, like at a random hotel. um, does that make a difference for you when you're thinking about like conventions that you want to go to or not so much?
I guess not so much. I feel like Epic and Creation, hotel wise, normally Epic, I feel will have like a host hotel, and so will Creation. So the hotel's always cheaper than it would be. I feel like Epic though, I I would love to do an Airbnb, but I do not trust it down there during a convention weekend. Whereas, like, I know 100% for creation, I'm solid. If I like the hotel's already there, like, I don't have to worry about transportation, like, it's there. Whereas, December when they had the trolleys, I didn't have to worry about doing a meet and greet in the square and then how am I getting to the venue. This time that was the case, and it's kind of like all over the place, and you have to pay for parking. So I feel like Epic's probably a little bit more stressful because you have to make sure that you have A, B, and C. Whereas like Creation, you just walk downstairs.
Got you. Got you.
So yeah, but I wouldn't. It doesn't really play a part. Like I feel like it's the only thing that determines where I go is the company and do I trust the company. Like Creation, I know, and Epic, I know. Like other ones where like, but yeah. So it's basically just reputation and like how like I did do Epic's first convention that they ever did, and I don't want to say it was like a naive thing that I did, but I saw they were the first group of people to ever be so active on social media with questions and stuff where creation was never like that, but creation was already established, so I felt safe with that. Epic was so vocal and stuff, so I trusted it, and like all the people that I knew wanted to go there too, and we all knew each other from creation, so we were all in the same boat, and luckily that we got lucky, like everything worked out fine. Whereas like now I feel like if there was another group that was kind of like on social media, I wouldn't really trust it as much because I've seen like multiple technically where they did it and then like all of a sudden it like got canceled and like people are still waiting on refunds.
Okay, so I don't know if you've seen any of my interviews before, but I always end with a small little game.
Oh god.
Um, don't worry, it's not too bad. So it's just a word association game. So I'm gonna give you a word, and then you just say the first thing that comes to mind.
Oh Jesus.
But the twist is you can't repeat any of your word, like anything that you say. All right. So and we don't have too many. So it will. You've got this. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Stefan,
Damon.
Damon,
Vampire.
Styles.
I feel like Catherine. That messed me up. I'm like, wait, Vampire Diaries is a Teen Wolf.
Did you say Catherine? Is that what you had said?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I
Um,
was so focused on Vampire Diaries, so
interesting. Wedding.
June.
Epic.
Dude, Styles came into my head.
Awesome.
Oh
Car.
my god. What was it?
Car.
Salvatore.
Ship.
Wreck.
Friend.
Nothing popped in my head. All right, come back to that one.
Okay. Enemy.
Lover.
Stydia.
Oh, Allison.
Scott.
Paul.
Friend.
Enemy. I don't know.
Wolf.
Banshee.
That was the last one.
All right, great. Well, that was hard. I'm like trying to like think of okay, what can I say next? And then you go to a different show. I'm like, oh no.
Yep, that was the point. Was just to mix it up and not have you
Oh,
be able to prepare your answers. I just
that was
finished Teen
good.
Wolf, and so I needed to know.
Did you watch the movie?
hmm
Oh, what did you think?
So I recapped all of my reactions on TikTok. If you want to see literally my
Okay.
reactions to the entire show, like every like 2 episodes, it's my reactions.
Oh, that's cool.
If you have an interest in that, the movie was horrible. That was awful.
Take that back.
Um,
I liked it. I didn't even. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
please
This
rewatch
is
it because I
wild.
think you're gonna find some issues with it.
I mean, yeah, I was probably on such a high back then, just meeting everyone that I didn't care. So I'm gonna have to rewatch it, and I'm probably gonna get pissed off now. Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it. That's what I'm doing tonight. That.
Yeah, please let me know what you think because
Ugh, I will. I like. I remember the trailer coming out. I was like, oh my god, Allison's coming back. That's so crazy. Like the trailer was so good. So I'm gonna watch the trailer and then I'm gonna go watch it again.
please do. Okay,
Dang.
let's wrap up.
Okay.
um, so just to wrap up, can you give us a book and TV show recommendation? It can be anything that
A
you're like comfort show or something new that you've watched, but can you give us a recommendation?
book, Ugly Love,
Love it.
I think is a great book. Freaking love it. I love the books where it's like one character and then it flips to the next character. I like the back and forth. I love that. Um, and The Perfect Marriage. That's a great book.
Ooh,
Great
something
book.
on my shelf.
It's like a you got to read it. It's so good. Um, TV show. Um, I'm just gonna say what I'm currently watching right now. So I'm currently watching The Perfect Match. It's a reality TV show. It has a little bit of everyone. Love Is Blind, The Circle, The Mole, all like all of them. So I enjoy watching all my favorite people from the other shows. So yeah, it's cool. It's what I'm watching right now.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. And where can we
hmm
find you after this?
Um, my Instagram is tvdtale, And then my personal account is NikkiPoo8 on Instagram. And then,
That's
of course, the Call Her Crazy podcast is also on Instagram.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for doing this interview. I don't know why I'm blurring out at the moment, but thank you so much for doing this interview. And thank you, everybody, for watching. I will see you all next week and keep getting lost in your dreams. Bye, guys.
Thank you.